So the Jedi are destined to constantly become a bunch of elitist pricks because they want to do the sanctity of life and all that shit. Meanwhile, they station themselves in probably the most easily corrupted areas. Coruscant. I don't know how you pronounce that. I've heard it both ways. So they put themselves right there in the middle of power, in the center of the Republic's power, and basically become the personal guards, the personal army of the High Chancellor and the Senate. Now some games have them move to other planets, but they always come back to that point, which every time kills them. They become elitist pricks. They get too lazy and cozy with their thing, and it just. Now the Sith. The Sith are different. The Sith will accept anyone. Doesn't matter your species. Doesn't matter your age. They'll accept you. However, then they come to the point where, they create the rule of two. This is probably the most ridiculously and stupid thing I've ever seen. The rule of two is basically to make sure that there aren't too many Sith trying to kill each other. A-okay. Except for the fact that you've only got two people trying for the power. You got one person who's supposed to have the power, one person who's supposed to want the power. But this doesn't work because the person who has the power has to teach the other one. And the one who has the power isn't going to want to teach them everything because they're going to know they're going to kill them. And unless you're okay with that, which, surprise, most of them aren't. In fact, it gets to the point where they are wanting to look for ways of immortality. And it's like, so both sides are complete idiots. You got the Jedi who frickin' and like to stay in areas of pure corruption, which why don't they just go to Nal Hutta, where the Hutts are, for God's sakes, at this point. Actually, probably be a better idea. And you got the Sith who say, we only have two people because we don't, and you completely destroy your teaching. You lose your teachings because people aren't going to want to teach. So it's like a constant, everybody's trying to relearn what was already learned but never passed down because of complete assholes. So fuck them both. Oh God. I should actually maybe stream my my Sith Inquisitors run through of. So that's the Anakin thing. Then the other side is the political crap. Basically, Palpatine. The only reason Naboo is important is trying to get the Senate to vote against the Federation with Amidala as a witness. And it's like, look, they invaded our planet now. You guys let them blockade our planet, which, why is that legal? And now this happened because you guys are a bunch of incompetent jackasses. And then the Federation guy is like, no, this is all lies. You can't listen to her. It's like, how much? It's seriously like, how much? Palpatine didn't have to manipulate things to go on in the Senate so much as he had to just get Amidala from point A to point B. And it's like, and it actually, in my opinion, worked out better for him in the end that she got away and didn't sign some treaty, got away from Naboo, and showed up there. Oh, God. So, yeah, political babble, blah. Okay, Amidala. Here's a hint. Would you stop wearing those stupid headdresses? This is something I hate about. I didn't get on. Amidala wears all these outlandish head things, and when they're leaving, she's got these bags that hang down that look like really low hanging fruit. If you know what I mean. Like, who designed this shit? You're stupid. I don't know what you guys were doing. Did Lucas freaking piss you off during production or something? I don't know. Lucas liked it enough to freaking use it, I guess. So anyway, we go to the Battle of Naboo. Probably where things finally happen. The Gungans, we're not even going to discuss. I won't even discuss the lead up because Jar Jar gets named General because he led the Naboo to the Gungans. Yeah, the final scene, the battle for Naboo. It is so great. I mean, you've got the ship. They get the ships, the fighters, up in space to attack the command ship. The Gungans, well, the Gungans are throwing water balloons at the droids. So, yeah, I guess that kind of does take some points off the Gungans, huh? They have those shield generators. Those are cool, right? Yeah, they're cool. Okay, shield generators. Tight gloves. So they got the shield generators. That's what they've got. Hey, they needed to. They didn't. The tanks couldn't get through them. And then of course you got Padme and the entourage trying to charge into the throne room where the Trade Federation leaders are. I can't be asked to even remember what the Trade Federation higher-ups are even called, let alone their names. They're literally lizard, anthropomorphic lizard guy number 1, anthropomorphic lizard number 2, number 3. Okay, but none of that matters. None of that matters. You know what matters? The frickin' lightsaber fight scene. That's it. The entire thing should have been nothing but that. Well, not the whole thing, but you could have made it just that, and it's like, yes. The frickin' lightsaber fight scene trumps all of that. It's great. The battle with, I mean, seriously, it's just the epitome of the lightsaber duels. I honestly, I would put these as my second. Oh my kid, it's not hard to think that. This would the only if the duels didn't happen in episode 3. This would be my favorite. This would be my favorite. Although I'd have to think about it. But yeah, and sadly Qui-Gon dies. Oh yeah, Annie does get the Mary Sue treatment when he flies into. Anakin's hiding in a fighter. Accidentally turns on the autopilot, which takes him to where the rest of them are, with the rest of the fighters are. Somehow pilots his way through because the Mary Sue armor suddenly kicks in, or plot armor, and then we'll call it the plot armor kicks in right here. Plot armor kicks in where everybody, nothing can hit him. One stray blast hits him and he ends up inside the base in the ship. And then the dumbest thing happens because he fires torpedoes at the end, at the generators. And all I can think of is, why are your generators there? Why are your generators at the front of your ship? Near the hangar bay? And they are! Like, it was a straight shot. Like, really? Oh, God. Dumbasses. Ugh. So anyway, he does that. He gets out of there. So there's the Mary Sue part. Qui-Gon dies. And Qui-Gon ends up getting stabbed by a Maul. And then Maul and Obi-Wan begin their epic feud. Which doesn't even end, technically doesn't end in canon until the frickin' Rebels TV show. Now, Obi-Wan ends up taking revenge and cutting Maul in half. Again, Jedi A-okay with that stuff, kind of stuff. Because no one frickin', they don't even show, at least, that's the other thing. No one's like, when they're at Qui-Gon's funeral, no one's like, hey, are you, Obi-Wan, you'd think these elitist pricks, being who they are, would be like, hey, Obi-Wan, are you, everything okay? I sense a lot of strife in you and all that stuff. Nope, they're okay. Attacking people randomly out in anger. Attacking someone because they just killed someone you've spent almost your entire life with, studying under and stuff. Frickin' twats. Any kid's too old. Then, of course, the victory parade. So that actually brings up me to my final thoughts. Not much to really tear into about this thing. We're introduced to this handsome bastard. This guy right here. Oh God, Jar Jar, you fucking son of a bitch. Oh, the importance you have in the next movie is astounding, and the limit of time you've got, you fucking duck-billed bastard. Oh God. Midi-chlorian. Just mentioning them pisses me off. I just remembered about the CGI. Because this is another gripe I have, and many others have, with the series. This entire trilogy is fucking Lucas relying so much. Like, most of this, I don't even think there was one damn thing that was a actual set or on location or anything like that. Everything was fucking CGI on a soundstage. It's like, fucker. Like, this is... Oh God. The CGI is terrible. So, I hope you enjoyed these videos, because next up, episode 2. Attack of the Clones. Much to. Alright. We'll see you later.